And the History Congress continues in Venezuela, a space to foster knowledge and understanding of the facts that contextualize the current regional and world situation. One such fact is the 2002 coup d'etat against President Hugo Chávez. From that moment on, the United States put into practice a strategy to overthrow popular governments. Madeleine Garcia has the story.
This is not just any carpentry workshop. Here young people are taught to make wooden pieces that are used to restore the historical center of La Guaira, which is 30 minutes away from the capital city. They help to rescue the memory, the history of the people of the plains.
The idea was to unite society for the sake of history. We can all learn by doing, which is the slogan of this community school.
And it is in this place where the 10th Congress of History takes place, a congress held annually in Venezuela to bring together teachers, historians, researchers who leave the academies to meet again with the protagonists of the insurgent history, those opposing resistance to colonialism.
People here are making presentations relating stories from their own communities, and that is very important because they are exposing insurgent stories that recover the historical memory of the people, as opposed to the history that have been taught academically, a history taught from an hegemonic point of view. And here we meet with all these people who are building history from the grassroots.
Liberating history to achieve independence, that is what this Congress is about, the decolonization of the mind.
We have a mental colonization, and that is achieved through the media. We are not given explanations, we are induced. This is what we think, and that is what you have to think. Then, obviously, the bad guy in the movie is Russia. The good guy is the United States, because we are under the control of that nation. That is why this Congress is very important, because it is focused on mental decolonization, a colonization done through the media.
It was the media that conspired to overthrow Commander Hugo Chávez for 48 hours in 2002, a strategy used by the United States to prevent the progress of processes that awake consciousness and change history, as Venezuela did and keeps on doing.
From the academia, we're being accused of pushing an ideology of history, and one can only wonder what is it that they have been doing for almost 200 years, if not managing the memory of a people, if not trying to align the historical conscience of the people, and somehow they have succeeded in furthering their historical project, the project of the Venezuelan bourgeoisie that was born at the same time as the Popular Project was born. In times of independence, two historical projects in confrontation until today.
From this Congress, the new narrative for history is being constructed based on facts and truths.
One realizes that history has changed, that the historical subject have changed, when it is possible for them to exercise power. In the history of Latin America, no other people was ever able to reverse a coup. Never before a people was able to restore revolutionary power. Every time a coup overthrew a revolutionary government, and even a progressive government, it was necessary to start the process all over again, to subvert the process while it's happening, to reverse the state of affairs while the people are in power. It is only possible if the people are capable of reversing the course of history. That's the way things have worked over time.
This Friday, this Congress of Knowledge wraps up, but they are already preparing for next year's edition, taking into account current world geopolitical events.
Madeleine Garcia, teleSUR, Estado La Guaira, Venezuela.